Hey everybody, this is Mr. Muscato, and today I'm going to give you some online activities that are really fun. I think you'll enjoy, and it all has to do with the instrument families that we've been working on. And we've talked about some of the ones that we do in band class, but there are others as well, you know. And I'm going to show you this resource. It's called Sortify musical instruments. So in order to find it, all you have to do is type in right up top here. You're going to type in Sortify musical instruments. And when you click on that, it's going to be this first website, www.brainpop.com. And so what you can do is when you press the play game button, I'm going to show you how this works. You're going to hit start right here. It's going to give you all these instruments to choose from. Now you probably recognize the one, obviously, that you chose this year for band, but there's a bunch of other ones as well. And I just want to see if you can use some intuition in order to figure out which ones belong to which family. So to begin, you're going to click on this little bucket tray here. And what you want to do is you want to see if you can add as many instruments to each category as you can. So just for a start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, let's have woodwind. So I'm going to click and drag woodwind to my bucket here. And for every one you get right, you're going to get 2 points. So one of the things that we've talked about, especially in band, is flute as our woodwind. So I'm going to take flute, drag it in. And clarinet is another one we've talked about. So let's take clarinet. Let's see. Here's another one, saxophone. And you can open up your bucket just to see what's in there. But I don't want to submit it yet. Right? I don't want to submit it just yet because I want to get more points. So some of the ones that we haven't really discussed in band, because we don't have them for rentals, but they are still woodwind instruments, is this one right here. And the reason a bassoon is still a woodwind instrument is because it uses a reed. Right? It also is kind of like a mix between a flute and a clarinet. It's a very strange thing. They use these things called double reeds. But anyway, I see one more, which is right here, the recorder. And let's open up our bucket, see what we have so far. So I'm happy with this. I'm going to hit submit. Let's see how I do. Okay, nice. I got 10 points. All right, and I have 10 buckets remaining. So I'm going to click my next bucket. And let's do valved. Okay. Now, a lot of the valve instruments, if you remember, especially for you brass players, are the ones that have buttons that you can press rather than slides for our brass instruments. So an example would be a trumpet, be a valve. Also a tuba or a French horn would be valved. But just for the sake of this, I just want to show you what happens if you pick something like, let's say, the congas. I added it to the bucket, and you go submit the bucket. You'll see that we do have the French horn, the trumpet, and the tuba. But let's see what happens when we add the congas to it. You see, you get +2, +2, +2, but the congas are actually a percussion instrument, so you lose a point. Okay, so I'll just finish this one out. Let's have I'm going to go with a percussion basket. I'm going to go with a string basket. And let's have why don't I go with a African basket for 5 points. All right, so let's do my percussion first. So the tabla is one, for sure. So are timpanis, steel drums. Steel drums are also a Caribbean instrument. We have the vibraphone. And we also have some other ones too, but I want to save them for now. But the last one that I want to talk about, which is really, really tricky, which not a lot of people know, is this one. It's the piano. Believe it or not, the piano is a percussion instrument too. Because what you essentially are doing is you're using your fingers to press down on the keys. Depending how hard you press, depends on the volume. Almost like a drumstick on a drum. So that's why it belongs in the percussion section. So I'll go through these really quick. For strings, we have the violin, double bass. You could put this one, the ngoni, in the string instruments too, but it's only worth 1 point, so you'll see why I'm saving it. We have the zonju, sitar, Indian instrument, and we have the congas again. This is from last time. Aha, they give it back to you if you get it wrong. Try that. And for African, let's see, and it's a little more points this time rather than just 2 or 1, you get 5. And the ngoni, the vuvuzela, which is like a long horn, and a kalimba. It's one of my favorite instruments. It's like they call it a hand piano. Okay, let's submit some buckets. I'm gonna go to I'm done just for now. And let's see how we did. There we go. And the other ones haven't get graded yet. All you have to do is make sure you submit the buckets first. And then you can always reset the game. All right, so feel free to work on your family of instruments. Okay? See if you can figure out which ones belong to which and see how many points you can get. I hope this helps, and I hope you have some fun doing it, and thanks for watching.